This is the Jeff Kai's Auto Sports Desk.
The semis are set as tickets to sectional Final Fours have been punched. State champions are crowned in the Capital District as boys wrestling hits the mats and the Black Bears are on the hunt for FPHL history. Welcome to the Sports Desk. And let's take a walk over to our touchboard and be joined by 12 Sports' Michael Villegas for all of the Section 4 basketball action this playoff season.
Yeah, Zach, Class A, B, and C, D quarterfinals tipped off tonight around the Southern Tier. 4 teams in each class will be moved on to Tuesday's semis with a chance to play in next week's championship games.
We start tonight in Class A, and a game featuring a state Final Four participant from last year, the Maine-Endwell Spartans. 2-seed Spartans hosting the number 7-seeded Shenango Valley Warriors first quarter, and it's Luka Ioannishi going off. He hits the 3 here from the top of the key off the Luka Conrad assist. Couple of Lukas cutting it up. Same spot, it's Preston Ocker with the dish. Ioannishi was 16 in the first quarter, 43 in the game, and the Spartans are up a dozen. Warriors fighting back. Alcan Murat in the corner for 3. He led the way for CV, 16 on the night. But it's Spartans and transition. Ioannishi sharing the love and returning the favor to Ocker. Ocker with 21 in the game for ME. Pretty passing here from the Warriors. All 5 on the court touching the rock before Warren Walters drains it from deep. Spartans too strong though. Finnegan Grace can't get the floater, but it's Marco Conrad there for the putback. Maine-Endwell on to the next round with the 91-77 win.
Student section was pumped for the Class A quarterfinal between number 6 Windsor and number 3 Norwich. Former athlete of the week, Stephen Dowdle, going to work to spin the finish for Norwich, leads by 12. Then it's Mitchell Collins at the top of the arc. How many was that, Mitch? 3? Oh, there we go. Got it. Thanks. The Purple Tornado causing all sorts of problems. Cooper Christie, the 8th grader, the steal and the easy finish. Joshua Cantone with the block, trying to slow down Norwich, but that was a tough task tonight. The other Christie, this time it's Carter, also in 8th grade, gets the second chance points. Patrick Finn led the Black Knights with 13 on the night, but it wouldn't be enough. Stephen Dowdle and Passan Stubb led with 18. Norwich with the win over Windsor, 68-46.
Moving on over the 4-5 matchup, the Yellow Jackets hosting Owego. And it is Britton Z starting things off with a triple. Calvin Smith answering right back, though, for Owego. That's a 3-ball. This is going to be a good matchup, folks. A run here for the Riverhawks. Joseph Palladino hitting the 3. He'd lead OFA with 15 points. Next possession, Jack Bucksbaum, the steal. He gets it to Palladino. Owego up by as much as 14 in the first, but the Yellow Jackets not without a sting of their own. Matt Rubin, the nice beat to Grayson Brockington. Then another 3 from Zay. He finished with 20 on the night. Brady Carr, a game-high 21. This one not decided in regulation. It went to overtime, and the Yellow Jackets get the win, 57-54.
Over to number 2 Waverly hosting number 7 Watkins Glen. Fletcher Good getting things going with an offensive board.
He's good.
He's good all the time. Then the nice up and under and the putback. Then it's the lefty, Porter Dodona, trading the deep ball to make it 5-0. Yeah, he's pretty pumped up about that one. Brody Bockelkamp, the nice take, gets the and one for the Hawks. First basket of the game. Waverly was all gas, no breaks though. Dodona, all 6'4" of him reaching over. Says, I'll get that, gets the putback. Then the too little sign, come on. He lead with 18 points. Hogan Shaw gets the and one. Waverly is moving on to the next round with the 66-44 win over the Lakehawks to help the Wolverines and move on. And Waverly will now face Lansing, the 3rd-seeded Bobcats, with a 9-point win over the Sydney Sabres. On the other side of the bracket, Shenango Force wins on the road over Walton Downsville. The Blue Devils will face Dryden in the semifinals. Top-seeded Lions with a bye in the quarterfinal round.
Move over to Class C tonight. Moravia winner 78-54 over Southern Cayuga. The top-seeded Blue Devils will take on Elmira Notre Dame as the Crusaders get the win on the road, 62-56 over Newfield. Bottom half of that bracket, Delhi moving on to the semifinals as the Bulldogs win by 17 over Union Springs. They'll face Trumansburg Blue Raiders, a 10-point winner over Candor, 62-52.
And over in Class C, all the top seeds, a winner on Friday, Panthers and Mustangs, both double-digit winners over the Wildcats and Dragons. Defending Class D champs, South Courtright Andes going down to Worcester, 58-39, and 2-seed Margaretville wins by 20 over Stamford Jefferson. Blue Devils win 77-57.
All right, thank you so much, Michael. And make sure you guys are tuned in tomorrow as well, as we're going to have all of the highlights from the girls' side of the sectional brackets. But let's head on back over to the Jeff Kai's Auto Sports Desk now, as basketball not the only ones taking action. Boys and girls bowling spent the last 2 days taking the lanes of Waverly's Valley Bowling Center for this year's state qualifiers. Over 100 bowlers from more than a dozen schools in Section 4 competed in the 48-hour event. 24 bowlers and 4 teams now moving on and set to take the lanes at the state championships. Girls bowling was on the lanes Friday afternoon with Elmira, the Express, taking the Division I title, and Maine-Endwell moving on as well for Division II. Over to the boys' side, Elmira also a winner in that one in Division I. Waverly, the Wolverines, taking down the Spartans by 35 points to take the Division II title. That on their hometown lanes. Listen, for a full breakdown of all these Section 4 state qualifiers, head on over to WBNG.com right now. We head over to the mats, though, where wrestling state championships are underway, with a couple of Section 4 wrestlers moving on to the semifinal round starting up on Saturday. Advancing to those semifinals in Division I, Ryan Ferreira from Shenango Forks and Hunter Levine, he from Horseheads. As for Division II, Waverly's Drayton DeKay and Troy Beeman, some of the names that highlight at 124 pounds. Maverick Beckworth as well from Norwich. There is more. So make sure you head on to the website, WBNG, for that, too. The Black Bears back on the ice at Visions Veterans Memorial Arena, part of the team's 9-game home stand. Binghamton on a franchise-best 15-game winning streak as well, but the team has their sights set on making history for the league by winning 10 more and setting the league winning streak. Bears league high, 104 points coming into this one. First period, Binghamton on defense. Brad Arnott, the wrister for the Dashers, but Nolan Eckbert there for the glove save, one of his 14 on the night. Offense waking up after that. Dakota Bond throws it off the backboards. Austin Thompson finds the rebound, finds the back of the net, and finds your living room. He's celebrating right there. Come on, join us, folks. 3 minutes later, it's Zach Serrata bringing it into the zone. The backhanded, no-look pass. Wide open Josh Fletcher. He finds the back of the net. It's 2-0 now, Binghamton. And then under a minute to go in the first period, Gavin Yates finds C.J. Stubbs in the slot for the one-timer. Black Bears add 2 in the second and another 4 goals in the third period. Binghamton wins its 16th game in a row, 9-0 over the Dashers. And some baseball and softball from down south. Bearcats in action this afternoon in Johnson City, Tennessee, that is. Bearcats and fellow Empire State squad Sienna getting work in down south. Bingham winner 3-2. Ryan Packard, 6 innings, 3 Ks. He lowers his season ERA to 1.29. Softball doubleheader first game. Binghamton a 3-2 winner over Butler. Brianna Roberts, 7 innings strong, 7 strikeouts. And in the nightcap, Bearcats 3-1 win over Bel Armin. Brianna Santos hits in both of these. She helped pace the offense all day.